In this psych skill, we're going to learn how to do thought records. So when you learn cognitive behavioral therapy, this is the culmination. Wait, this is the end game. You get to learn how to do a thought record. So we're going to do that. This is going to help you to go deeper into things that have triggered you or any resentments that you feel, or that last person that you haven't been able to release because of this one thing that they did that really triggered you. It's going to help you to get deep into your psychology and then shift the perception. Okay. So it's all about self-awareness. So I'm going to just share with you what a thought record looks like. So this is a blank thought record. And we're going to start a situation. We're going to do half of it in this lesson, and then we're going to get the other half in a couple weeks. Okay. Because these thought records can take a minute. Okay. So we're going to think of a situation. So this would be something that happened. We're not going to apply meaning to it. It's very specific to you, where you've gotten triggered. So say your partner, my partner said, you don't care about me and don't make an effort. Okay, so that's going to be our example. Now, this could be anything. This could be your partner moved the candle you put on the counter and they put it on the shelf. This could be something big like a trauma from your childhood. Anything that's triggered you. So it doesn't matter how small or big it is, you will find the core belief. So if you've gotten triggered, you can put it into a thought record, okay? So you don't care about me and don't make an effort. So that's just what the partner said. So this could be a little bit more detailed. It might span like a day. It might be a little bit longer than that, but it should just be objective data. Okay. And then we're going to look at the thoughts that came along with that. Oh, no, I'm not going to do that. So the thoughts that came along with it. So your partner just said that to you. You might have had thoughts of, you don't understand me, don't understand me. I already give so much. You are selfish. So maybe you're going to attack them. You always exaggerate. Can't spell that word. What else? Um, you don't make an effort. You don't make an effort for me. You don't love me. I am never enough. So these are all just thoughts that you might come up with. So you're gonna, if you haven't already seen underneath of our video here, there will be a thought record. You're welcome to pause it, print it, and work on your own as we do this. I feel guilty. So maybe I did something wrong. I did something wrong. This would be the worst thing ever if they left me. I can't live without them. They should communicate their needs better. I should have done more. It's really not as big of a deal as they are making it out to be. They are making a story to make me feel bad to make themselves feel better. So those are some of the thoughts that may have come. So just write those out for yourself. All the thoughts that you could think of. So these are attack thoughts towards them, attack thoughts towards yourself. Anything that has any like triggering a bit to it. I mean, nine. Okay, and then we're gonna look at our emotions. So when you have to look at your emotions, I recommend using our thought wheel, our feeling wheel. Right? Let me see that. Here's a feeling wheel. Okay, so in our feeling wheel, let's think about how we might be feeling in this situation or in your situation, whatever has come up for you. And accept all things. Okay. There we go. Now it wants to work. All right. See if they'll let me write on it. We're gonna do purple. All right. So in that moment, you might be feeling resentful, disrespected, provoked, maybe withdrawn, distant. Maybe you feel rejected, insecure, inadequate, worthless. Maybe there's a part of you that feels guilty or abandoned or disappointed or embarrassed. So you're gonna write down those feelings that you have over here. Go in there. So you're gonna write your feelings out. You help with my spelling when I use this. Worthless, insecure, rejected, resentful, disrespected. Hopefully everyone can see that okay. Just so that if you're following along, you can see the whole thing. Okay. Embarrassed, guilty, withdrawn. All right. So I will have the feeling wheel attached so you'll be able to reference that, okay? Apparently having it beside me didn't help my spelling. Aren't I adorable? Okay. Now we're gonna rate our feelings on a scale of 0 to 100. So how much sadness did you feel in that moment? So maybe it was 70. We're gonna do so perhaps fear might have been 80, probably leave me. Anger 60, shame 75, and maybe guilt. So this is somebody that like can kind of see that it's not all about them. And then next piece we're going to do is our hot thought. So the hot thought is when we look at these automatic thoughts and we see which one triggers us the most. It's going to be an indicator that's activating your core belief. So you don't understand me. I already give so much. You are selfish. You will always exaggerate. You don't make an effort for me. I'm never enough. I feel guilty. So maybe I did something wrong. This is This would be the worst thing if they ever left me. I can't live without them. They should communicate their feelings better. I should have done more. It's really not a big deal as they're making it out to be. They're making a story to make me feel bad, to make themselves feel better. So those are all the thoughts. So maybe the one that's triggering the most might be something like I'm not lovable. They don't love me. They don't love me. Okay. And maybe the core of that is I am unlovable. Now we're going to look at the cognitive distortions. So cognitive distortions is something we covered in a previous lesson. So you can reference back that video for yourself. Let's go into some of these and what they are. So cognitive distortions, they are all or nothing, overgeneralizing, mental filter, disqualifying the positive, mind reading, fortune telling, catastrophizing, minimizing, emotional reasoning, shoulds, labeling, personalization, overestimation of threat, and underestimating of coping. So you don't understand me. Okay. So that might be a mental filter, right? Maybe all or nothing thinking. Maybe it's disqualifying the positive. Sometimes they do understand you. It's also mind reading. You're saying that you understand their mind completely. I already give so much, so that might be mental filter as well, to not be able to see how maybe you don't give as much. You are selfish. That's definitely labeling, and you always exaggerate. So that's attacking them as well. So always would be an overgeneralization. So when you're doing this on your own, there's going to be some that are going to fit into multiple. The idea is to really just help you to reinforce that these are distortions. None of them are real. You don't make an effort for me. So that might be disqualifying the positive. That might be mental filter. You don't love me, personalization. This person's triggered. It's not because they're not enough. You don't love me again. This might be a general overgeneralization, all or nothing thinking. I feel guilty, so maybe I did something wrong. So that's emotional reasoning. This would be the worst thing that they ever left me. That'd be overestimation of the threat. I can't live without them. Overestimation of the threat. Underestimation of coping. They should communicate their needs there. So that's a shoulding. I should have done more. Should have done more. That's a shoulding as well. It's not it's not that big of a deal as they're making it out to be. So that would be minimizing. They're making a story to make me feel bad, to make themselves feel better. So this is probably personalization as well, because you're saying that what they're doing is because they're bad and it's because they don't love you, right? Opposed to that they're calling for love and they're hurting, they don't know what to do. Fortune telling would be this would be the worst thing. So you're trying to tell the future, and catastrophizing would probably be in the same boat there. Okay. So those are some of the examples of cognitive distortions that we would be doing. And then your behaviors. This will be the last piece we do. So our behaviors would be how we act because of this. So this would be the hurt behaviors. So this might be I lashed out and attacked my partner verbally. Partner verbally. I shut down and later said I was fine when I was not. How about I did online shopping, gaming, and ate a bag of chips. And then next day did not eat at all. So this would be like anything that's less than loving to you or other people. So these are all your calls for love. These are all behaviors that are evidence that you're hurting and you don't know what to do. Now, it could be healed behaviors. The situation could have, if you have been doing some work and some of the behaviors were healed, just being able to identify those for yourself and then really looking at what was less than healed. What was a call for love? And it's not judging it, it's just seeing that it's a call for love. So those would be the behaviors. I'm just going to make this a little bit bigger for us here so everybody can see. And I'm going to zoom in. I took a day off work, then over gave and burnt myself out. So there's a bunch of different examples in there. I put a bunch to help you to like expand your mind into all the areas that you self-harm or self-abuse, okay? So that's the first half of the thought record. Our next psych skill, we're going to finish this thought record, including challenging the thought that they don't love you or that you're unlovable, looking at the supporting evidence, which there's not going to be much. It's going to be just mostly your feelings. And then what effect does it have? So this is part of our CBT. How does this affect you when you believe this thought? And then the other ways that you can interpret it, or the best friend technique. So this is how would somebody who has a healed perspective perceive this? How can you think differently? That's going to bring you so much more peace. And then we're going to be talking about the alternative thought. So that's the turnaround. So this is the thought record. It's a key component of what CBT is and being trained in cognitive behavioral therapy. And it's the last step in this course to give you this skill. All right. Peace. So yeah, do your own, do your own work, and then we'll keep working on this next in 2 weeks from now.